Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and I know I'm doing this is pretty late, just a random review. I had no idea I'd get to bed, but I wanted to talk about this film, Ninja Assassin, which I rented at the end, gave it a second shot. I think I reviewed this on my old account, and I think I did, and if I did, I kind of gave it like, that sort of, yeah, kind of middling review. But I gotta say, watching it again for a second time, I'd honestly say overall, I enjoyed Ninja Assassin. I was entertained by Ninja Assassin. Now I know I also gotta revisit was it Ninja with Scott Adkins? Revisit that sometime. But I gotta say, I enjoyed Ninja Assassin. Directed by a guy named James McTeigue, which I knew he sounded familiar. Same guy who directed V for Vendetta, and he was also the first unit director on the Matrix Trilogy. But his directing debut was V for Vendetta. Not for me, but Ninja Assassin I have fun with. I mean, it stars a guy named Rain, which I know. I think he's a pop star and South Korean pop star, I believe. I know he was in that movie Speed Racer. Now, again, I know he's a pop star, and you're like, well, why get a pop star? Why not get, a total badass? But honestly, I'd rather see Rain than Justin Bieber try to do this. I think that's where I'm coming from. It's like, if they did an American Ninja version of this, and they did like Justin Bieber, some other pop star, then I'd be, choking somebody to death. But Ninja Assassin, I didn't mind. I was entertained. I mean, the story's pretty simple. I mean, you have this character named, I'm not sure, I forget, Rizzo or Reizu. Rizzo, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'll just call him by his real name, Rain. Rain is this guy who, basically you have the ninja clan who they take these orphans and such like that, and they train them very hardcore. They train them to no mercy, like walk across here, and like underneath the floorboards is like knives and shit, so you gotta walk across and be stealthy and not fall through. And then I believe the teacher is played by Sho Kosugi, who I saw in Return. Was it Revenge of the Ninja? Not Return. Revenge of the Ninja, which I really enjoyed Revenge of the Ninja. First time I had seen it, I just saw it like a few months ago for the first time, and he'll whip the shit out of his feet. He'll like do something to his gut, like punch and do something. It's like if you survive the night, then you'll be stronger. So like some hardcore training. It starts out with a bang. I mean, you have these Yakuza guys who are just bullshitting. Oh, ninja, yeah, and then somehow some ninja puts this shit up. Very graphic, very gory. Heads cutting off, arms flying. Just, this film is very bloody. Very, very bloody. And seeing it on DVD, I can see it all. It's not dark, thankfully. It's not like AVPR, so like, I can't see what the fuck's going on. The lighting is good enough that I can see what's going on. There's a lot of shadows in this film because it's ninjas. But I mean, the openings are fucking graphic as shit. And whenever it's not on the action, it can be very tedious. Because you have this girl, I want to get the actress's name. I think it's Naomi Harris. I think it is Naomi Harris. I believe that's the name. And basically she's Europol agent. I just like Interpol, but here it's called Europol. And she's investigating like these political murders, and finds out there's a possibility that these murders, these political murders, are really assassinations. And they're linked to this clan, the ninja clan, and her superior doesn't believe her. Then ultimately, they're sort of doing the little investigation, and it cuts back to Rain, sort of like he has a fight, which was kind of a lackluster fight, like with a woman in a laundromat. The reason I say lackluster is like they're starting, and then it cuts away, and then you find like blood in one of the like dryers, or so you don't really see much of the fight. Kind of like it just cuts away. But the movie I thought it has a like holy shit opening, and I thought the film got better as it went along. I must say I enjoyed it more as it went along. But when it gets to Mika, like what's the girl's name again? Naomi Harris' character and her superior, and talking about, and then it cuts back to Rain, sort of in his room, remembering his childhood, growing up, meeting a girl. Then she wants to get out, and he's like, you don't want to do that. And she's like, come with me. And he says, no, my life's here. She escapes, but then she is captured, and Rain's kind of older brother stabs her in the heart. And then as he grew up, he had his first kill to do, and he does a very graphic scene in the bathroom against this big guy, just blood splattering everywhere, getting this thing right in the guy's neck, and then beating the shit out of him against the fucking sink. Boom, boom. And basically, Sho Kosugi, the head of the ninjas, says, you gotta complete this final thing. Here's a girl who tried to run away, and you need to kill her. And Rain sort of reminds him of the woman he liked who died. Decides not to do that and attacks his mentor, slashes like here, and gets fucked up, and then escapes. And I guess ultimately he's been sort of fighting against them to present day. And when it's the background, like the training, it's not as interesting as maybe you could have had it. I mean, I don't know what I was looking for, but the training, it's, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like you've seen it done so many times before. It's nothing really new. I guess maybe that's why. It's just, it's okay, it's kind of filler. Okay, and Rain, I thought he was okay seeing him the second time around. I thought he was okay. I thought he did it alright. I thought he did the physical stuff pretty damn decently. The physical stuff. I thought he sold it well. I think he has a nice, look to him. I think he's more of a badass than like Timothy Olyphant and Hitman. So Rain, I mean, granted, I know he's a Korean pop star, but I thought he did okay in this film. Seeing it in the end, I thought he did okay. Just I've seen so many people try and do so much worse that I think Rain did okay. And well, the movie really kicks in again, because I think that's the problem, is that the first half of the film slows down too much, because it's the background story of Rain and talking with the girl and her superior. The second half of the film really saves the film for me, because second really picks up the action where she gets attacked by a ninja and Rain comes in and kicks ass, and then she sort of joins her. She's trying to figure out what's going on. He's protecting her. Comes to the point where he gets captured by her superior, and she's like, you can't do this, you gotta let him go. And the ninja's just kicking everybody's ass. I mean, they get fucking huge ass giant throwing stars just going through people's faces, sticking to people's faces, cutting arms, legs off, blood everywhere. And Rain, really kicks some ass, I must admit. Seeing it again, it just, the blood that flew was so fucking much. I'm like, wow. And it's not 100% CGI. For some reason, I thought it was all CGI. And I watched, I think a lot of it looks like a lot of it's like practical. And some of the CGI that's done, I thought was pretty better than some I've seen. The CGI blood is better than some I've seen. I think it's better than the stuff in Punisher Warzone, to be honest. Rain, I think, does better as a lead than Ray Stevenson. I know I'm going to get hate for that, but I'm sorry. I that's what I feel. At least Rain can do a fight scene. Ray Stevenson can't do a fight scene. And Rain's weapon, I forget the actual name of the weapon, but like the chain with the knife, really badass. And the sequences he has with that thing, just literally just going to town and pew, 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 cutting legs off, cutting people in half, cutting arms off, cutting dicks off. Okay, not really, but cutting people in half, shit and shit. And then like they're on the freeway and they're like running between cars and he's like doing flips in between cars and they're kicking ass. And you know, the ending is kind of like American Ninja or the Octagon with Chuck Norris, where you know you have one person there. I think like the Octagon was it like I haven't seen the Octagon in a while. You know how like the military, boom, they go in and just, well, not really military. I mean, this is more like that woman slips something into. Just what happens is they kidnap Rain because they're going to torture him and kill him, and she slips something in a tracking device, and they found him. And you have soldiers blowing the shit out. Really action-packed finale. I mean, the last 20 or so minutes are really action-packed. You know, they're using grenades and machine guns to fuck up ninjas. Ninjas are fucking them up, cutting this off, that off. And Rain, he does a badass job just dealing with his weapon. Phew, phew, phew. And I thought it was well shot. I thought, you know, it was fun. It was fun to watch. It was entertaining to watch. The last fight with Sho Kosugi, it was fine until I guess this sort of Rain has sort of stepped up to be as equal as the teacher, because he does this thing where he looks like the Flash. That's why I thought it was too silly. He's like, he comes like it's a wide shot and you see Sho Kosugi there and you see him Rain character going like like literally I was going to hear the Flash dun 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 dun. Like, where the fuck is John Wilson ship? And run Amanda pays. And yes, I am a fan of the Flash TV show, by the way. But yeah, that was too silly. I mean, I would have just liked him, you know, just typical. Although the last thing that he does, Sho Kosugi, okay, you know, he comes in, boom, big, huge bloods, and it looked nice in this film. You know, watching it, oh, this looked good. I've seen so much worse. This doesn't look that bad, the blood. And you know this thing that I don't. Is this real? That some people have their heart on the other side, just like the woman tries to help Rain. Sho Kosugi stabs her, and that's how he gets pissed and kills Sho Kosugi. As like, oh, you know, her heart's over here. That's why she's still alive. Is that true? Do they really have people who have hearts on the other side? Because I've never heard that. Because they referenced that in the beginning of the film with the old guy who happened. And then I've never heard that before. Is that true? Do people actually have their heart on the other side? If so, please let me know. Because I've never heard that before. So I don't know if they just made it up for bullshit reasons. Or what? I mean, that's the first time I've heard of it. If it is true, granted, it's the first I've ever heard of it. This is the first film I've ever heard that in. But anyway, let's see. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say the film didn't do well. I mean, you know, it didn't do well critically. Box office wise, it made like 38 million in the U.S., 60 million worldwide, about a $40 million budget, so it didn't really do that great. Some of the reviews is like, this amateurish action flick is lacking personality or punch. It ought to be titled V for Video Store Discount Bin. I for a time waster, I was entertained by it. Now, the stuff in the first half of the film, other than the really cool opening, it kind of boggles down where you learn Rain's past, and you learn, about the two things, the woman and her superior. That just, to be honestly, a tad boring. But when a fight scene kicks in, I thought it was really well done. I thought it was well filmed. James McTeigue showed a lot of wide shots at times. I understand what was going on. The first one where it's in the apartment, it was a little confusing because it's all in shadows, and she's just showing with a flashlight. There's Rain saving her ass. But the other action scenes, the second half of the film was, I think, very good. Very fun, very entertaining. Just down to basic. I'm gonna protect this woman. I'm gonna kick ninja ass. It's gonna be bloody as hell. I got captured. She's gonna save me, and they kick all the ninjas' ass. The second half of the film really works. The first half, if you didn't get through the first half of the film, then actually something that's interesting. It seems like Jet Li was offered a role in this, but he turned it down. I don't know if it was the Sho Kosugi role. Maybe that was it. But it would. I mean, granted, I would love to have seen like a Jet Li or, Jet Li or someone like that and this kind of thing. But Rain did okay. The actors were okay. I mean, they weren't horrible. Again, the first half of the film can be kind of boring, but the second half has a lot of fun action scenes, and it's bloodier than hell. So I think it was an entertaining time waster. If I saw this for $5? Would I pick it up? Yeah, because I thought Rain did okay, and when the action scenes kicked in, they were fun. They were bloody. Rain, he looked great, with all the scars. I thought, that all those scars, he should just spell badass. Unlike Timothy Oliphant and Hitman. I just saw that recently when I'm doing this, so that's why I keep referencing that. But anyway, Ninja Assassin, I think, does a fine job with. I was surprised this film got an R at times. I mean, it's bloodier than hell. It's not the great. I don't think it's the greatest ninja film of all time. No. I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle films better, and I like Revenge of the Ninja with Sho Kosugi. But I can say this: I like Ninja Assassin more than I like it more than Ninja 3: The Domination. I would say I like it more than Enter the Ninja, to be honest. I like it better than Enter. Because Rain I buy more than the lead guy in Enter the Ninja, and Ninja 3: Domination I thought sucked. That's my opinion. And you know what? I don't want to forget mentioning the American Ninja films. American Ninja 2, I love. I mean, American Ninja 1 and 2. I gotta say 3 too, because I like Steve James. They're better than this film, but Ninja Assassin, I didn't mind it. Second time through, I didn't mind it too much. I mean, some boring parts in the beginning, in the first half. Stick with it to the second half, and you have a fun time. You like ninja films that are very bloody. Some good action. It's like 90 minutes without the credits. I mean, it's not that long. And James McTeigue is kind of a capable, filming some of the action scenes, especially in the second half of the film. So, and the opening is like, oh shit, man, yeah. I just surprised me watching it and how bloody it was. So, I mean, I'm a sucker for that. I mean, Rain had I thought he did okay. I'm rambling now, but actually, I enjoyed some of the score as well. Try to see who did the score. Elon Estuary. If I said the name right, I hope so. Did a decent job. And I know it's produced by the Wachowski brothers and Joel Silver. One of the writers was J. Michael Straczynski, who was a big-time guy on Babylon 5, I know. But I would give a thumbs up Ninja Assassin. I had fun. I was entertained. So anyway, that's Ninja Assassin. Just not the strongest recommendation because it is boring at times with the Europol investigation and his backstory, but second half was worth my time. So, and the opening. But anyway, thanks for watching, and take care. Later.